Hi, that's Marone here with another level 4 mission in Eve. This mission is called the Assault. This is what I refer to as a grinding mission. It's not really quick to do. It's not too bad. But in case that the standings is getting a bit low, close to the 5-0 mark, this is definitely a mission that is doable in an okay amount of time. It's also one of the missions that give out quite good on the loyalty points. So 9,000 loyalty points I'm getting for this one. So it's definitely one to consider, even though it's not as splittable as some of the other missions. For this, I'm using my sniper Dominix fit. You'll see the fit in the description of the video. But basically, snipering is getting range to the rats and then just take them off with sentry drones. So it's all about getting drone range and targeting range with this fit, and of course also drone damage. So if we simulate this fit, we'll see that the targeting range is 230 kilometers, which is more than enough. And the drone control range, and for sentries, that means how far can they shoot. That's 177 kilometers, which is also good. I do have one salvager here at the end instead of yet another drone link augmentor. So switching the salvager out for drone link augmentor will get the drone control range out to about 200 kilometers, but 177 is okay. It's only a few missions where I just need to go a little bit closer to the last pocket or the last group of rats to be able to hit them. So let's get started. The mission is in system, so that's nice. So accept, close, undock. And there we go. Warp to location, and as always, I set a destination to my home station. It's just how I like it. And before we get there, starting the modules for range. So these two are for the targeting range, and the last one is for an optimal range scripts on the tracking link for better drone tracking. I do have a Microwarpdrive in case I need to travel a bit, and then I have the micro jump drive to go 100 kilometers in the direction that the ship is facing to get away from the rats and just kill them at range. So the assault has 3 pockets, but the acceleration gates are not closed. Sometimes they are locked and can't be activated until you kill all the rats. That's not the case for this mission, which makes it a little bit faster to finish. Let's go into the first pocket. So here it's just a matter of getting to the gate and jumping to the next room. So there are a few groups of rats here. So acceleration gate is not that far off. It might actually activate immediately. Yeah. Active. Sometimes you're a little bit longer from the acceleration gate and just have to get to it before it activates. This time I was lucky that it was already in range. And those rats, they don't even start targeting you on this one. So the second room here is, again, you just need to go through the gate, but the gate is surrounded by some frigates, and they scram, so you're not able to jump through the gate if they scram you. I just targeted the gate, don't need that. But let's just get to the gate, and I'll be using my heavy kinetic drones, so not sentry drones for this, so that I can move. Also, if I had put out my sentry drones, they are stationary, so I can't move my ship. Otherwise, I have to get back to them when I want to retrieve them. So that's why I'm just using the heavy ones here, just to get them. There comes the first scram. So let's just take them out. So we have other ships closing in, but that's not a problem. We have more than enough tank. I haven't started the last reactive armor hardener module here. Sometimes I just start it so that it's started. Sometimes I just wait until the shields go down and then activate it. It's only relevant when they start chewing into the armor. Okay. I'm close enough to the acceleration gate, so I'm just stopping the ship right now in case I need to align. That's it's faster to align when you're coming from full stop than when you are moving. Okay, all 4 frigates are down. I always take all 4 down, even if they're not scramming me, just in case that I want to go through and then suddenly one of the ones I didn't kill starts to scram me, and I have to kill them again. Okay, activated the gate. Remember to return the drones so that they don't get left behind. And there we go. So they chewed half into my shields, but I don't care. I'm armor tanked, so that really doesn't matter. And then this is the last room, and we have a few rats here, and they are quite a way off. So I could either choose to just start taking them from a distance, and I actually think I'll do that with at least the ones that are furthest away. So I'm at a full stop. I'm deploying my Wardens, and then we just start taking out those ones. So remember, the range for my sentries is 175 kilometers. So if I jump out 100 kilometers, it's almost 200 kilometers to these 2. That's why I'm just taking them out now. And get that done. So the other stuff here I can take out when I jump. So the rats, sometimes they target you, and sometimes they target your drone. So just keep an eye on the drone damage, and pull a drone in if it gets targeted. So I also like to just take out the frigates, because if they get too close, I have to get out my heavies for that. Actually, this one is getting a little bit close now, so I'm just taking out the this one. So the guards instead, they're better at short range. And what was the other? There's the other frigate. So all the other ones are further away. So let's just take out the long range drones again. And let's just start targeting whatever. So let's see if we can just do this without moving. Doesn't seem to be a problem right now. And if they get too close, then we'll just jump away if we get too much damage. So keeping an eye on who is hitting me also. So there's an chief infantry hitting me, but he's not doing that much damage. So the rear admiral, which is also the one that I'm there, was hitting me. So the cruisers are, well, none of these are a problem with the tank that we have. But of course, the battleships, they do the most damage from the furthest distance. That's why I always usually take out the battleships first, and then go on to the cruisers, because they go down fairly quickly. So this cruiser is getting a bit close now, but I don't really care. Let's just go for the... well, they're all getting pretty close, so I could consider. I'll do that. So I'm just switching for the Garde drones instead, just for the closer range. Because at some point the Wardens that have long range, they are not able to hit closer targets at some point. So just switching here. Now they might actually be too close for the sentries. Let's just see if we can take out this battleship with the sentries. We can. We're going down on shields. So that's the message of starting up the Hardener. There we go. Let's just take out the rest with the heavy drones. This is also just to show, so what happens when you go into armor. So the adaptive armor hardener will start changing to have the most resistance on the damage type that they do. And then I'll just start repping on this one. So I'm just showing how I handle when they start chewing into my armor. I could easily just micro jump drive 100 kilometers away and still taking them out with my sentries. So it's more just to show that it can take quite a beating, and just repairing the armor once in a while. My drones are set to passive because in some missions the different groups will start aggroing you when you shoot at the groups. So if the drones are on aggressive and they first target one group and then target another group, then suddenly you have several groups attacking you at once, and then it can get a bit hairy. So I always have them on passive and have to just make sure that they attack. And they attack. I use the shortcut, the F key, to say engage that target instead of kind of doing it with the mouse. So everything is going down now to another rep cycle. The rep cycle is auto repeat off. You see, I can turn it on. With off, it just goes one cycle and then stops. I just want to be in control so that if a lot of stuff is happening, I don't suddenly just keep repping even though there's nothing to rep and just eat into my capacitor. That's why I don't have it on auto repeat. All rats are down. Returning my drones. So not even half cap. We are almost fully repaired on armor. And I always make sure that I'm fully repaired before I dock up, so that I don't dock out in a ship that's partially damaged. I also realized that I actually have some drones that have a little bit of damage. I don't know if this one has, so we'll just repair that when we get in station. So we can turn off the modules and let's go home. That's the mission.
Warpdrive active.
So it's not too bad in terms of time. So what did it take? About 15 minutes to, probably not even, to do this mission. It gives me 10,000 loyalty points, or 9,300 something. So that's 9 to 10 million at least when it's converted. So it's one of the better grinding missions. So definitely doable.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Just docking up. Then make sure everything is repaired. So let's just get that drone. Yeah, so Warden had a bit of damage and the Garden had a bit more. So repairing that damage. Yes, please. Close. So now we're fully repaired. We can start conversation with our agent and complete the mission. We get 4 million for this, plus the 9,000 in loyalty points, and then also a bit of bounty for the ships that we killed. So that's it for this video. That's how the assault in Gallente space is run. The reason I say that is that there is a bit of a variance on the missions depending on if you're in Caldari or Gallente space or where you are. But the basic premise is the same. You can jump through all the gates unless somebody is scramming you, and in the last room just take out everything. But the configuration of the groups in the last room is a bit different. But that's it. So see you all next time. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos, and if you want to get a notification when I upload more videos, you can hit the bell. And but otherwise, I'll see you next time, and fly safe.